What we were saying? We were
The land prices.
land prices. Okay, so this happens rarely. Now, explicit cost and implicit cost. See what it's there in your textbook. Explicit cost or direct cost is the actual money expenditure incurred by a firm to purchase or hire the input it needs in the production process. Simple. These inputs do not
Yes.
belong to the firm itself. These include wages, rent, interest, payment for power, insurance, advertising, etc. Explicit cost is also called accounting cost as it is explicitly shown in the firm's expenditure account. There is no difference between money cost and explicit cost. Okay? Do I need to explain this? Yeah, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Want me to explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's obviously the explicit cost is the cost, actually money cost, which a firm expends. Okay? That is the actually in which they give money for that. So for what the firm give money? For wages, for rent, if you have rented that building. Interest you have
Uh-huh.
to pay. If you have taken loan from somewhere, you will have to pay interest for that. Payment for power, it means that payment for the electricity you have to give. Okay? Insurance,
Yeah.
obviously you have insured your firm to fire and all, theft and all. Okay? For advertising also you have to pay. Okay? Explicit cost
Okay.
is also cost, accounting cost. Please remember this. These two are the same. Explicit cost is also called accounting cost because this cost is actually shown in the books of firm. Okay?
Okay.
Obviously you are a commerce student, accounts book, that balance sheet wala. Okay?
Yes.
Credit the giver and debit the taker. Okay. There
Uh-huh.
is there is no difference between money cost and explicit cost. Money cost is obviously, as the name suggests, you are giving money to something. Obviously, money cost and explicit cost is same. Okay. Can you switch?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next is saying implicit cost or imputed cost. Imputed cost means is the estimated cost of inputs owned by the firm and used by the firm in its own production.
So basically, how much money is going to be spent on this production process?
ठीक है? It includes payment of owned premises, self-invested capital, and depreciation on capital. ठीक है? Implicit cost is
Okay.
also like if I have not rented any building, if I have not
Mm.
I have not asked someone to give me a building for rent or rent. ठीक है? If what if I have my own structure? Is it that I am giving rent to myself? No, no.
No.
But I am incurring a cost. I would have
Uh-huh.
given that structure to someone else and asked rent for the same. But as
Yes.
this is my own stuff, own structure, I'm not giving rent to anyone and neither I'm giving to myself. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is sort of hidden cost. Yeah. Imputed cost.
Okay.
And total cost of producing a commodity consists of both implicit and explicit cost. Yeah. So if you want to produce something, it includes both the costs, implicit and explicit costs. Okay?
Okay.
For calculating implicit cost, opportunity cost is taken to estimate the value of own resources. Yeah. If you want to calculate the implicit cost, let's. I took the example of what that structure is in mind. Let's suppose that that structure would have costed me 2 lakh if I had given that structure for rent. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't given that structure for rent. I have used myself. So that's my
Mm-hmm.
opportunity cost. If I have not used that land, then 2 lakhs I would have been earning a month. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
as I have taken myself, so that becomes an implicit cost, and that is the opportunity cost.
Yes.
If I am using that structure, then my opportunity cost is next best opportunity point. On that next best opportunity I had is renting my land for 2 lakh rupees. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. So that is the only thing they are saying, that if you want to calculate the implicit cost, because it's not possible for you to calculate that how much money you are giving to yourself for using that structure. And obviously it's
Uh-huh.
not possible. But you want to
Yes.
figure that out how much it is. So for that, simply do the opportunity cost. That what had happened if I have not used my structure and I have given my structure for rent to someone else. The amount of money which I had received if I have given my structure to someone else for rent, that would be just a second now. You just make a screenshot.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It's very difficult, yeah. If you are not using your laptop, it becomes very difficult. Actually, can you please take the screenshot and give it to me because I don't know where this is getting saved.
It's Command Shift 3 for
Yeah.
screenshot in Max.
Actually, this is not my laptop. It's my sister, and I don't know how to operate this. Actually, it's okay.
It's Command Shift
No,
3.
I just want to say where it is. It's on Vipin Documents Room.
Let me just take a screenshot then.
No, I took that. I didn't take that. It's okay. I'll get that. Don't worry.
No,
I
because in Max, the screenshot shortcut is Command Shift, Command plus
अच्छा
Shift
अच्छा
plus 3.
अच्छा ठीक है. It's okay. So, I actually don't prefer Mac. I don't like. It's good. You have
Uh,
many features in that HP laptop. The screen is good actually because I do writing more than that as well. So it's better for me. So I don't prefer.
okay, ma'am.
So, हाँ, ठीक है. So you got to know that the amount of money which I will be giving to the next person, that would be my opportunity cost, and that would be the cost. That would be implicit cost. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
You understood? Or if you understand Hindi, should I do that in Hindi?
Yeah, ma'am.
ठीक है. तो इफ द पर्सन इज आस्किंग कि ठीक है, आपका जो ये बिल्डिंग है उसका कॉस्ट क्या है,
Uh,
इम्प्लिसिट कॉस्ट क्या है, ठीक है. तो आई विल
hmm.
बी लाइक कि मुझे तो पता नहीं क्योंकि ये बिल्डिंग मेरी है, ठीक है. तो उसको
Uh-huh.
पता करने के लिए, उसको जानने के लिए व्हाट आई विल डू कि मैं उस बिल्डिंग को रेंट पे दे दूंगी किसी को, ठीक है. तो नेक्स्ट
Oh,
ऑब्वियसली दैट पर्सन विल गिव मी रेंट. लेट्स सपोज ही इज गिविंग मी
yes.
2 लाख और 3 लाख रुपीस. तो वो जो
Okay.
2 लाख या 3 लाख रुपए उसने मुझे दिए ना, दैट इज द इम्प्लिसिट कॉस्ट. कि वो 2 लाख, दैट इज
Okay.
माई अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट. आई लेफ्ट दैट 2 लाख रुपीज एंड मैंने उस बिल्डिंग में खुद काम किया. तो मेरा इम्प्लिसिट कॉस्ट हुआ वो 2 लाख. तो वो अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट हुआ 2 लाख रुपए और वही 2 लाख रुपए हुए इम्प्लिसिट कॉस्ट. ठीक है.
Okay, ma'am.
परफेक्ट ना.
हाँ, ma'am.
आई एक्सप्लेन, आई आस्क इन नेक्स्ट वन, यू एक्सप्लेन मी दिस. ठीक है.
Okay.
ठीक है, चलो. Now it's saying the economic cost is sum total of actual money expenditure on inputs, explicit cost, estimated value of the input supplied by the owners, including normal profits. एक मिनट. So economic, what is the economic cost? Economic cost is sum total of actually money expenditure on inputs, means explicit cost plus implicit cost. So total economic cost, if you someone is asking what is economic cost, it is the summation of explicit and implicit cost. That's it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Achha. Would you please mind reading this illustration?
Yes, ma'am. Illustration. An individual is both the owner and the manager of a shop taken on rent. Identify explicit costs and implicit costs and explicit costs from this information.
Hmm.
Explain solution. Explain cost, estimated salary of the owner.
Hmm.
Because the owner would have earned the salary if he had worked with a firm not owned by him.
Exactly. If,
Explicit
if if
cost.
if the person has not, if the person, like I am running a business, okay? So I am not giving myself a salary each month. Is it?
You
Am
take
I
the
giving?
profits.
So that becomes my implicit cost. I would
Hmm.
have worked for someone else and the next person would have given me the money. That is an opportunity cost.
Implicit. Okay.
Opportunity cost, which I left. And obviously that is called implicit cost. Actually, opportunity, whatever the opportunity cost is, that is the implicit cost. Okay? So
Okay.
this is the another example of implicit cost. I gave you one of land, like the building structure, and this is for the owner, the
Mhm.
person. Okay, next.
Explicit costs when paid because it is actual money expenditure on input.
Yeah, got that?
Total cost is equals to total fixed cost plus total variable cost.
Mm.
There are there are three costs in the short run: total cost, average cost, marginal cost.
Yeah.
The total cost of production is divided into two parts: total fixed cost and total variable cost,
Hmm. ठीक है?
such that TC is equal to TFC plus
TFC plus
TVC.
obviously TC will be fixed cost, addition of fixed cost and variable cost. So now it's saying total fixed cost. So if we talk in nutshell, it's the summation of all the cost which we have incurred on fixed output, fixed
Okay,
fixed factor. Okay?
okay,
And fixed costs are those costs that do not change with change in level of output, obviously. They
uh-huh.
are incurred in respective of the level of output of good is produced. Obviously, you are not
Yes,
changing your demand based on the output you are producing. Okay, obviously that is why they are called fixed costs. If you are able to
yes,
change the demand of the fixed factor, then they will not be called as fixed factor. They will be called as variable. Okay.
okay,
Okay. So example of fixed cost are overhead expenses, wages, salary, permanent worker. Obviously, whomsoever permanent worker you have in your company, you have to pay, irrespective of the output you are getting. Okay? Depreciation of machinery and insurance. If your machinery is being depreciated, you have to bear that cost. Insurance amount, obviously, you have insured your company, your firm against fire, theft, and all. You have to pay that insurance. That is a fixed cost which you have to bear. Okay.
okay.
Now it's a okay. Fixed costs are also known as overhead cost because they cover overhead expenses. The concept of total fixed cost is explained with the help of schedule given the table and the diagram. Okay. So this is the total fixed cost. Total variable cost is like it will change because
Understood.
change
Yeah.
in the variables. Fixed cost will always remain the constant 10, 10, 10, 10. Variable cost is increasing. Okay.
Okay.
The graph for total fixed cost will be set. So,
It's going to be a straight line, horizontal straight line.
yeah, I said. See, it's on y-axis it is cost, on x-axis it is output. So what I told you,
That's
irrespective
output
of
is
the
basically
output,
output is always on the x-axis.
no, Shashi. Yeah, and cost is on y-axis. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I told you that fixed cost never changes due to change in output. So see, I have 10 rupees for the fixed cost. I'm done with 10 rupees. Either I'm producing one, then also I have to bear 10 fixed costs. Either I produce two, three, four, whatever I produce, I have to go with 10 fixed costs. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please read this? The table shows.
The table shows that TFC remains constant at 10 rupees, whatever be the level of output. Shown graphically, TFC is always a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Since fixed factors are purchased before production actually starts. Fixed costs are incurred even when output is zero. The intercept TFC curve makes with the y-axis is equal to the fixed cost, which is rupees 10.
Okay? Got that?
Total variable. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Now it's total variable cost. Obviously, if you sum or if you add all the cost, all the variable cost, that would be the total variable cost. Okay? And obviously, you know that you can change the variable cost. Total variable costs are those costs which vary with the quantity of output produced. Obviously, if you want to produce more output, you need to give more inputs. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Inputs or the raw materials that will be considered under variable cost.
Money.
Example of variable costs are Cost of direct labor. Obviously, if you know that I need only 5 laborers today, you will be hiring only five
Uh-huh.
laborers today. If you need more laborers the next day, you will be hiring more laborers the next day. You have you have heard about daily wage earners. So how they are
Yes, ma'am.
daily wage earners? Like you hire them for 500 or rupee a day or 1,000 rupee a day. So that depends. If I need more laborers, I'll hire more. So obviously that is the
Yes, ma'am.
variable cost. Okay? Running expenses like cost of raw materials. Obviously, if you raw materials, fuel, etc. Obviously, if you want to produce more output this year, you will be buying more raw materials. If you want to produce less output this year, you will be less. Okay? Now, variable costs are
Yes.
also called prime costs. Okay? The TVC schedule is given in table above and is graphically illustrated in figure. Okay? The table shows that when no output is produced, TVC is zero. Obviously, if you have planned that next year I am not giving you even a single output, then why would you buy inputs? Why would you buy the raw materials? Tell me. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
TVC is zero. As output produced increases, TVC rises initially at a decreasing rate, then at an increasing rate. Shown graphically, TVC curve is inverse S-shaped. It originates from origin, rises at a falling rate until 2 units of shape and produced. Beyond that, it rises at an increasing rate. The reason behind its shape is law of variable proportion. What is law of variable proportion? That it will change due to change in the raw materials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? See here.
Yes.
It will start with origin. TFC will never start with origin. TFC, TVC, what are? And TC. ठीक है, these three आते
Okay.
हैं. एक होता है टीसी, एक होता है टीवीसी, एक होता है टीएफसी. ठीक है. तो
Okay.
टीसी और टीएफसी कभी भी ओरिजिन से स्टार्ट नहीं होगा.
Okay.
सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी. ठीक है. व्हाई इट वोंट स्टार्ट विद जीरो? टीएफसी और टीसी क्यों जीरो से स्टार्ट नहीं होगा? गौतम, आई एम आस्किंग.
They will start from zero.
फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट और टोटल कॉस्ट कभी भी जीरो से
Because
स्टार्ट नहीं होगा.
there's actually initial cost whenever you start the production.
First thing, what we have studied, that total cost is summation of total fixed cost and total variable cost. Yes.
Yes.
And I know that total fixed cost cannot be zero. Never.
Yes.
Okay. Because I need to have something to start a business. Simple. That is my fixed cost. Yeah. So
Yes.
TFC will never start with zero. And
Okay.
we know that TC is summation of TFC and TVC. So although I have zero TVC, but I have something of TFC. So how I can get this as zero? Yes. In the last one, I had 10 rupee for fixed cost, 0 for variable cost. 10 plus 0 is 10. So TC is something. So how my TC could be 0? Understanding it?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I repeat myself?
No, I understood.
है ना? कि
Yes, ma'am.
जो टीसी है वो टीवीसी और टीएफसी से बना हुआ है और मुझे ये पता है कि टीएफसी कभी जीरो नहीं हो सकता. अब जब कोई चीज जीरो हो ही नहीं सकता तो जिससे जो चीज बना हुआ है, जो फाइनल आउटपुट है, वो कैसे जीरो हो सकता है?
हाँ.
क्या?
वही.
ठीक है. इसलिए टीएफसी और टीसी कभी ओरिजिन से स्टार्ट नहीं होगा, सिर्फ टीवीसी ओरिजिन से
वही.
स्टार्ट होगा क्योंकि टीवीसी
Yes.
में वी हैव, यू कैन डू दैट. ठीक है. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
चलो, वी विल कंटिन्यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay. You want to continue? I don't have any problem. Because, but economics
It's a.
becomes boring for like more than an hour.
Yeah, once we had a class for 2 hours too.
Yeah. So that becomes actually boring. It's interesting if you sit for 1 hour.
If statistics, it's another thing, but
Statistics is
economics.
something else. Statistics is something maths.
Yes.
This is something else. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
send me the schedule for the next class and let's meet in the next class. Okay? And try
Okay.
to miss the class. Try to get classes as much as possible.